Ulster Warriors player, but made rather a mess of that one.
Well, they'll not want to see that one on the video. But again, England playing the right tactical game, put the ball in the air, put the pressure on Tonga.
I'll just go down to Robbie Knock at the pitch side. Would I be right in assuming that Danny Hipkiss has come on?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been a couple of changes, actually. You've also got Payno here, Metro Racing lock, who's just come on. I think Hola's come off as well. So, I mean, it's a few changes happening in both sides.
Thanks, Robbie. I just saw a glimpse of Danny Hipkiss there, and Andy Farrell, well, he's certainly got a spring in his step now. Such a great rugby league player. A lot of raised eyebrows when the deal went through, trying to play rugby for England, but if you can score tries like that on a regular basis, certainly is good news for England. Just saw a glimpse there of number 17, Tomi Toki, prop forward. Just pulling down there, so penalty goes to Tonga this time. And you're right, you know, the Tongans are looking quite tired.
Well, they've had an awful lot of tackling to do, and they've been under a lot of pressure. I think England have played a very good tactical game this evening.
That was almost kept in, almost trapped beautifully, like a good soccer player from Mark Cueto. But Lucy just strokes that out into touch, taken very quickly. Halatipoli, a big flank forward there. Tackled by Ben Kay.
Hands out, 17!
And Tonga totally committed to attack, which of course they have to. Swung way across to this side. Epi Taioni. And Havili there just being bundled out into touch by Danny Hipkiss.
The last 10 minutes of this match just knocked on there in the tackle by Johnny Wilkinson. Last 10 minutes of the match going to be very telling for Tonga on the legs.
Just the front row going down there, so they'll have to do that all over again.
Please. They're straight and it's credible, okay? Here we are.
Halatipoli on that far side with the dreadlocks.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
We haven't seen the individual pack weights here this evening. It'll be quite interesting to see that. One suspects England are much heavier, but Tonga have certainly held their own. Now then, swung away on that far side. This is better from Tonga. This guy can dance all he likes, Lilo. And it's coming back over to this right-hand side. And that was remarkable. Andrew Sheridan caught the ball and he couldn't believe it. The referee, though, said play on over the 10-metre line.
Interrupt! 9!
Well, there was no ruck, it was open play. Sheridan was just got a long way behind it.
That was Tate. Just Josh Lucy it was who tried to just tap it on. Big tackle coming in on Danny Hipkiss. And Hipkiss, whose father Chris played for England under-16s quite a few years ago. He's certainly very proud to see his son playing here. Good little burst through though. Lee Mears. We've seen Lee Mears do that consistently over the last couple of years. Delalio. Good pickup by Gummesel. Tate back outside to Nick Easter. England not really making too much progress here. Josh Lucy brought to ground. Inside the 22 though. Nick Easter loses his footing there. Steve Borthwick couldn't quite get his hand to the ball.
No, it's a ruck.
Still England have possession.
Behind the ball, 15.
Johnny Wilkinson standing quite deep, goes for the drop goal. And the cheers will say yes or no, and it's a yes.
Well, it was a beautifully struck drop goal for Johnny Wilkinson. Again, he had plenty of people outside him. I'm surprised he didn't think about moving it, but great break here by Lee Mears. Fabulous tackle by Yunuki Afeaki.
I'll just doing my arithmetic at the moment. It was 9 points for Johnny Wilkinson in the first half. Another 8 here. He's only 4 points short now of the all-time Rugby World Cup record. Of course, held by Hastings. Chance for Peter Richards to strut his stuff here this evening in the Parc des Princes. Very talented all-round player is Richards. Plays for London Irish now. But
Time on.
he's played scrum half, he's played outside half for various English schools levels. And of course for the England 7 team. So also used to play outside of Johnny Wilkinson when they were both at school together.
Well, interestingly, I think he's replaced Mark Cueto.
Yeah, you're right. He certainly has. There's Wilkinson, who's known Peter Richards since they were at school, but that was almost a dangerous tackle on Steve Borthwick. The Tongan forward came thundering in to take him out. So just under 7 minutes to go. Convincing scoreline that England have currently. The chance now for Tonga to take it at the line-out. Oh, well, they did it almost by default there. Just went straight through the arms of the jumper. So Tonga on the attack, and they're away. Tuifur on to Epelitaione. There's the captain, Nililatu, into England's 22. Advantage being played. Once again, it's Tuifur who gets his hands on the ball. The Tongan winger. Oh, referee almost getting dragged into that ruck. Oh, well, England almost coming away with it there, but the referee says no more. Halatipoli are still on the ground. It's a scrum down and Tonga to put in.
Well, they're coming back strong. Lovely inside pass, but again, it was a great break by Pierre Holer up the middle through the English midfield. And you know, although it's been a very comprehensive victory, and you have to say it's going to be a victory for England, they have looked a little bit vulnerable in the midfield.
Well, go on. I mean, let's assume that England do go through, which, judging from the scoreline, I think is pretty certain now. What about their game against Australia? That is going to be a whole new ball game and a whole different class of opposition.
Well, I think so. I mean, England really struggled against South Africa. They looked in a different class. I mean, I think they will take a lot of confidence from this match. They played a lot better. This has been their best performance, without a doubt, at this Rugby World Cup. But they're going to have to step up another gear if they're going to stand a chance against Australia.
Taione took the ball on there, and that's Tuifur trying to take the ball on even further along with Havili. Peter Richards it was who made the tackle. Tonga now are only 5 meters short. Swung away this side. And the number 8 linking with his three-quarters. Epelitaione once more. He's had a very good game as the Tongan centre. Now, what can Tonga do here? The fullback is through. That was the last desperate tackle there on Fungakoto Lilo.
21! Advantage over the top.
Tonga still have possession.
No, over the top here. Over the
Well,
top.
it would be great for them if they could finish with a flourish.
No, 5!
It certainly was a very good tackle by Josh Lucy on his opposite number. And surely they'll want to take the scrummage. So Arnie Havia, in fact, takes a short one onto Felice. The substitute scrum half onto Halatipoli. Andy Gamasul gets it away. Way down outside of his own 22. As we may well see another substitute, another World Cup winner, Joe Worsley.
Well, I don't think they were ever going to take a scrum. England have really dominated in the scrum. They've turned them. They made it very difficult for the scrum half and Finau Mako at the base. So they had to take the quick one. But just, I think, fatigue, lack of control taking its toll on Tonga. But they've been incredibly competitive.
Only 3 minutes to go. 23 points ahead, England are. So surely they've booked their place in the quarter-final. Long throw there. Inoki Afiaki it was who just managed to get the ball for Tonga. And certainly since the scrum half, Soani Habia came on, he certainly has made a bit of difference in terms of the quality of possession that Tonga are able to get. Still no way through.